You saw that rat scurry away, huh? And some van rolled up, and he took off? Nah, I don't think we ever knew anybody with an old van like that. You remember anything like that, Seth? Seth? Oh, he's passed the fuck out. I don't blame him. It's okay. We woke up early and it's... what? Late as hell now. Even the city falls asleep after a certain hour. He needs rest. Yeah, me too at some point. I just needed to drive around and clear my head a little bit. Things were, pretty serious in there. Yeah. Now I'm just driving. Remembering. It's a fucking mess. Who was the blondie? That was Charlie. He's a damn weasel if I ever met one. Makes you think he's totally harmless and helpless, all to pull a fast one on you. He ain't much of a fighter, but he's a grade A scam artist. The type to sneak money out of his granny's purse if he ever had the chance. The type of person to only worry about himself. When we were in there, he ran from the fight, let his boys take the beating Seth had been waiting to dish out. And I found him trying to hide behind a stack of tires. Little fucking twink. Sounds personal. Well, he was with them dudes when they jumped Seth and smashed his bike, but... Yeah, it's more than that. Out of all those losers in Derek's squad, I guess me and Seth sort of made a friend. He was easy to boss around and would do whatever we told him to, but maybe we thought we saw something familiar in him. A kid who just needed somewhere to belong. Or at least that's what we thought. But he's a damn rat. Would snitch on you in a heartbeat to save his own skin. Wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him. And frankly, he's a little shit who I could yeet pretty damn far. A thing? What do you mean, a thing? Like, oh, did we have something going on with them? Well, nothing I would have ever called romantic, but not really something I would have called strictly platonic either, if that's what you're asking. I don't know. We had our fun with Charlie. It was cool. It wasn't ever like a thing. Me and Seth didn't ever really get affectionate when we were around the gang, out of fear they'd just treat us like the folks back home did. It seemed easy enough to just keep it strictly business. Then when we were alone, well, you know. But little fucking Charlie, he had to come snooping around one night. Was gonna go knock on our apartment door. I remember. It'd been a few days since we'd been back home, and the tension was so thick you could cut it with a knife. Me and Seth, we were ready to get at each other's throats. Not in a fighting kind of way. We didn't even make it back to the apartment. We were going at it in the stairwell, just all over each other like white on rice. Yeah, okay, yes, I understand there's different kinds of rice. White rice. Like white on white rice. Hey, don't give me a hard time. I was in a physical altercation. I mean, ain't nobody touching me, but, it was a lot to go through. What can I say? It's easy to laugh about it. You good? You kind of like red in the face over there. It really don't bother you hearing about my past, like the physical stuff. I'm glad. It's just nice to just talk about it. I spent so long hiding from it, seeing you being able to hear it and accept it and not get worked up over it. It's, well, comforting. Not everybody can handle that, but I admire that about you. You care about Seth too? That makes me happy. Really happy. I think he really is fond of you too. He hasn't had a whole lot of people in his life willing to meet him where he's at. People willing to listen and accept. A lot like me. We ain't so different. Oh. Yeah, I guess I was telling a story, huh? Well, me and Seth were going at it in the stairwell, and Charlie, he saw the whole thing, watched us from the bottom of the stairs. We were really about to go at it, like, I mean, the thing, do the thing. And, he had taken a couple of steps up the stairs, and we heard him squeaking, making his cute little fucking rat noises. Apparently, he really enjoyed the show. And when we saw that, oh shit, it was like a switch flipped in me and Seth, and we knew we could wreck that little bastard. He liked to watch? Well, then, he'd have to pay for admission if he was gonna get the full feature, you dig? Basically, we felt like we were able to make a friend, have some fun along the way, and be able to be ourselves around one of the members of the group. It was really cool for a while. We were just a little less isolated. But one day, some of the boys got to picking on him, teasing him, making him feel the way people back home would make me and Seth feel. You know what I mean? So, to get the heat off of him, he outed me and Seth. The thing is, even though they're a bunch of idiots, they knew me and Seth were a thing. Like, we lived together, did everything together, had all this chemistry. They knew, but they were too scared of us to ever say shit. And so long as we never addressed it, it seemed like it didn't really matter and was never a thing. Even after he snitched on us, they just kept bullying him because they wouldn't dare try to pull that shit on us. But little Charlie? No. He's just a punk. And we weren't gonna protect his ass. Not anymore. So we threw away the only friends he even had. And we felt betrayed and judged. I mean, he's the type of person to save his own ass if it meant throwing someone else under the bus. A person like that isn't dangerous if you know what you're dealing with. But for a while, me and Seth, I guess we kind of forgot. Trusted. Yeah, it wasn't really weird, the thing with Charlie. Like, me and Seth trusted each other in that way, even when things were messy early on. I knew where we stood together. It wasn't until I started to want to get out of there that it got tough, and the love started to fracture. But the time with the three of us, It wasn't even complicated. Not at all. Charlie knew how he fit into the dynamic and knew what me and Seth had. He said it reminded him of a friend he had when he was younger. But he was too ashamed to reach out to him now that he was, well, a piece of work. He knows how to endear himself to others, that Charlie. And I'd like to believe it wasn't all just bullshit, but he threw it all away. As much fun as I had beating his ass and scaring him senseless, the truth is, it's the pain of knowing he threw away the only two people who gave a shit about him that'll kill him in the end. For what? So the bullies would take it just a little easier on him for a day? He's a fool, but we were all fools back then. I didn't realize he was even still running with these losers. I had hoped when me and Seth were gone, he would have just scurried off. He's not really built for this line of work, but not everybody gets it out. Check this out. Up here, on the left. That's our apartment. If you look up there. What the fuck? Is that smoke? Hey, yo, Seth. Seth. Hey, wake up.
Let me sleep.
Nah, dude, get your ass up. Our place is on fire or something.
What the fuck are you talking about?
What? I mean, well, it's not our problem, is it? Maybe there's new tenants. In our whole time there, you know damn well there was never any new tenants. Places sat empty, all that shit. And what are the fucking chances that... What? What is it, boo?
The van? Like, the van. The one that you saw?
That's the van? Oh, shit. Well, come on, let's go.